Continue. This topic continues Shulchan Aruch. The commentary of Mishneh Berurah. We're on Simon 168. And the topic is the same topic. Over which bread to make the blessing. Okay. So when they ask you about angels, or Gog and Magog, you ask him question. Ask him another question. Do you know or over which bread to make blessing? Right? I mean, it's an innocent question, but we spend so much time and we may be only in the middle of the Simon. Right? So forget about angels, leave the angels alone. Try to concentrate on issue on hand. You eat bread, you need to know on which bread to make what blessing. And what is bread, what is not bread. Okay, so we stop in the middle of Sif number 10. So let me read from the beginning, and then we're going to comment from the place where we left off. From the beginning, number 10. The rule with respect to crumbles, right? So from crumbs made. There is bits of bread stuck together by the means of broth, etc. is as follows. So it was the bread was crumbed, right, and then they stuck it together. If the individual bits were boiled, then if they are large as olive, right, one must make over them the blessing of hamotze. If they're as large as olive, you make hamotze, so it's real bread. Okay, hamotze. And the blessing after the meal, meaning birchas hamazon. Even if they do not have the appearance of the bread, but since, as we said last time, so because of the size. Okay. However, if they are not as large as olive, then even though they seem to have appearance of bread, one must not make over them the blessing of hamotze. Okay. And the blessing after the meal. So we said with pieces, if the pieces of the bread is large enough, it doesn't matter how they, right? Okay. But the blessing, so if it's for smaller ones, and the single blessing which corresponds to 3 blessings for after the meal. Okay, so that's it. That's what we said. I commented up to here last time. So let me see how long is the halacha. Okay, actually this is it. So I'm going to finish the halacha and we go into details. So it says, the individual bits of bread were not, if the individual bits of bread were not boiled, but adjoined to each other by the means of honey or broth, so and they stick very good, right? Then, if the bits are as large as the olive, one should make the blessing hamotze over them, even if they do not have appearance of the bread. Okay, so if they pieces of bread, they're not boiled, right? We stick these pieces together. If it's if it's bigger than if they're bigger than olive size, which we say it's kazais, it's 28 grams. So we say hamotze. Okay. However, if they are not as large as the olive, then if they have the appearance of the bread, if it is evident that and obvious that they are bread, one must make over them the blessing of hamotze. So we said even if these pieces appear as a bread, a few crumbs, so you have hamotze on them. You say hamotze on them, right? And the blessing after the meal, meaning birchas hamazon. After, but if they do not have the appearance of the bread, one must make over them the blessing and single blessing which corresponds to the 3 blessings for after the meal. If the bits of bread were neither boiled nor joined together, but are merely bread, crumbled into tiny bits, then although the pieces are not as large as the olive, and do not have the appearance of the bread, one must nevertheless make over them blessing of chamotzi, as we said, and the blessing for the meal. Okay.